Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So I just saw this interview of Meghan Markle sitting in her back garden with her two dogs with a female activist called Gloria Steinem. Well, they discussed voting and women's rights, etc, etc, etc. Now, this has to be one of the most contrived interviews that I have ever seen in my life. Meghan Markle is really trying to become extremely nice, harmless, sweet person. It didn't wash for me. I definitely saw straight through her veneers of perfection. I don't really know how to describe it. One of the moments during the interview that really made me cringe was when Gloria was left hanging and she was just sitting there. Well, Meghan was actually rude enough to start texting someone on her phone and she was completely disengaged. The veneers of niceness dropped down and she had no regard for Gloria. Now, we know that she's had minimal regard for her father and she's had extreme minimal regard for the Queen and Charles and any other elderly members who she is linked to by blood or by marriage. So Gloria was just sitting there. I felt sorry for her. I'm not really too hooked up on who Gloria Steinem is. I haven't done much research, but from what I've seen, she's 86 years old. She's a female rights activist, and it seems as though her and Meghan are on the same PR agency. So the Daily Mail covered this and I thought it was an interesting read, so I'm going to get into it here. Meghan Markle gushes over activist Gloria Steinem while they discuss voting on women's rights during their backyard chat, as the Duchess says she's glad to be home for so many reasons. Now, she said that she's glad to be home for so many reasons. She didn't really go into why. Gloria welcomed her home. She said, it's great that you're back. And she said, I'm glad to be home for so many reasons. Which seems as though it was yet again another dig at the royal family. She's always taking these cheap shots at them. And this is what I don't understand. They yearned for a private life. That has been granted to them. They yearned to leave the UK. That has been granted to them with finances involved as well. And yet they seem unhappy. They still seem frustrated with their reality, which I find completely absurd, considering they've gotten every single thing that they have requested. So Daily Mail carries on to say, Meghan Markle may be one of the most well-known faces in the world. Yep, we know she is one of the most well-known faces in the world, but for all the wrong reasons. But that didn't stop her from coming over all starstruck when she sat down with activist Gloria Steinem for a conversation about women's rights, representation and the importance of voting. The 39-year-old Duchess of Sussex appeared overwhelmed with excitement at points during her backyard chat with Gloria 86, which was filmed last month for Makers Women, a women's empowerment platform that will stream the question and answer in full on Wednesday. So this is just a clip of what it is they did. But during this little 1 minute 46 second clip, we've seen Meghan Markle disengage with Gloria, ignore Gloria, and have a fake interest in what it was that Gloria was saying. Now, there's one point where Meghan Markle's head is hung forward, her teeth are jutting out, and she just seems very calculated and fake, to be honest, as Gloria mentions her dogs. And I think it's a moment whereby maybe she felt slightly embarrassed that she actually had completely zoned out, because her true feelings are of disinterest. She wanted it to all be about her. Now, if she was genuinely interested in Gloria's activism, why would she have had such distractions like her dogs? If I was, for instance, had the opportunity to meet one of my heroes or someone I was a big fan of, I wouldn't have them in my backyard with my pets around, distracting me, coming up to me. I would have those things out of the way. I would have those pets out of the way and people out of the way family members out of the way so that I can really have a one-on-one with this person who I've been a fan of for so many years. Now, we know that Gloria would never have been talking to Meghan if she had not have married Harry, because who was Meghan? Gloria was not pulling up at a seat in 2010 when Meghan was scrambling around for jobs in Hollywood to have a conversation with her about her activism. She didn't know who she was. She wasn't interested. I thought it was quite disrespectful. So it carries on to say, in a short teaser clip that was posted on social media on Tuesday afternoon, viewers get a glimpse at Meghan and Gloria together looking totally at ease while relaxing in wooden deck chairs in a lush garden. At one point, the pair are even joined by Meghan's beloved dogs, Black Labrador Poola and Rescue Beagle Guy, who happily wandered into the camera shot during the chat and lay down at the Duchess's feet while she continued chatting with Gloria. So Gloria jokes at one point, the dog wants to be on camera, whilst gesturing at Poola, who Meghan and Harry adopted together in 2018 after they tied the knot. Now, I know that she left a dog back in Canada, and that was Bogart. So I think they currently have 2 dogs now. The black and white clip, which was shot last month by filmmaker and photographer Matt Siles, shows the 2 women sitting in the shade of a large tree with a wooden table placed between their chairs, which appear to have been spaced in order to comply with social distancing regulations. Meghan certainly looks at home in the scenic surroundings, and I believe this is her garden, and at one point is seen checking something on her phone and popping a straw sun hat on to complete her chic all-white look, a far cry from the multiple virtual summits and conference calls that she has done in recent months, all of which see her sitting down and staring straight into the camera. She wanted to have this contrived, organic, I'm such a relaxed, humble, nice, chilled out person. She keeps on talking about female activism, female voting, female rights, women's rights, but she's still desperately hanging on to that title. Now, Meghan Markle did not have a platform or a voice before she married Prince Harry, so she's desperately clinging on to this ranking of being the Duchess of Sussex, a place which she has no intentions of going to. She's constantly inadvertently insulting Sussex as she speaks. I'm so glad to be home. America's my home. It's so great to be back. Then let go of your Duchess of Sussex title, because that's what is making you somebody out in the streets of LA. But considering you've traded it all in, you're not interested in the UK, let go of Charles's credit card and let go of this title and be the all-American that you want to be. Let go of our money, let go of the credit card, and we'll be happy. And the title. We'll be more than happy to drop this. You know, it seems as though she's constantly coming for the people in the UK with all of her statements, and she pays us no regard and no respect, and that's what she does. Meghan Markle picks up and then she drops and she discards. She's done that to the UK taxpayer, but she hasn't done that fully because she's still taking money off of us. She also made no attempt to hide her admiration for Gloria, gushing happily about how great it was to be chatting with the famed feminist. We feel so great. Why was she texting on her phone at one point? Makes no sense. Today is a pretty great day. For me, it's a pretty great day. That's what she said. That was Meghan's thoughts and opinions. During a conversation, the mother of one who moved back to the US with Prince Harry and their son Archie in January expressed her joy at being back in her home country. Meg, welcome home. I'm so glad that you're home, Gloria said to the Duchess at the start of the clip, promoting Meghan to respond, "Thank you, me too, for so many reasons." While sharing the clip on Instagram, Makers Women described the conversation between the 2 women as a historic backyard chat. I think it was far from historic. I'm not knocking Gloria Steinem and anything that she's achieved. I'm not knocking that at all. But you're talking to someone who has been made off of the back of walking down the aisle. How historic is that? I don't think it's the meeting of 2 titans. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and Gloria Steinem discuss representation, why each vote matters, and how all women are linked, not ranked. The caption read, Meghans has an exclusive look at the historic backyard chat. Question and answer to come tomorrow. Early on in the clip, Meghan makes an impassioned statement about women's rights to vote, telling Gloria, people forget how hard women like you and so many others before you fought for us to be where we are right now, to which the activist responds, if you don't vote, you don't exist. It's the only place we are all equal in the voting booth. Which is a fair point for Gloria to say. Meghan, on the other hand, obviously she doesn't really have any kind of legacy, does she? She doesn't really have any real achievement in that way. She can't really be a representative for female activism when all she did was marry a prince. That was it. That's her biggest achievement to date. Yeah, she was a working actress. Yeah, she was in Suits. But what really made her face known globally? It certainly wasn't her talents on Suits. It was a self-centered way to interview someone. I think she should take a leaflet out of Michelle Obama's interviews or out of Oprah Winfrey's interviews. Be present, be engaged. I've never ever seen Michelle Obama sit there and start texting someone during an interview. It's just rude, it's not done, and it's uncalled for. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. There isn't much to this story, but I thought I'd give you guys the updates. And I'll see you in the next one.